Ephesians 6:13-15. For this reason, take up the full armor of God, so that you may be able to resist in the evil day, and having prepared everything, to take your stand. Stand, therefore, with truth like a belt around your waist, righteousness like armor on your chest, and your feet sandaled with readiness for the gospel of peace. The first phrase we're going to look at is for this reason. He says, hey, taking all of this into consideration, since you're at war with an invisible enemy, you better get armored up. Be ready. It's a lot to take in. It is God's armor. And there is a full armor. We don't want to be partially armored. It says so that you may be able to. The ability to resist is there. We don't have to give in to sin. We don't have to give in to temptation. We don't have to give in to those struggles. That's a promise. But we've got to participate. We can stand against those attacks. It's not impossible. It's just we're in a very difficult spot. And he goes on even further to say that we have to be able to stand, and we also have to be able to withstand. We're withstanding in this evil day. But we've got to be prepared to take our stand. Let's see, with withstand, the attacks that come on us, and they're battling. Why are we having to withstand? Because God has a call, and Satan's job is to stand in the way of that call and to block. You're going to be attacked. You're going to be afraid. Don't wimp out. Be alert. These are all of the types of things that he's saying. Is, hey, you got to face forward. If we're going to stand, and we're not standing with our back, even the Roman military armor, we would virtually have no defense mechanisms for our back. The shield was forward. The helmet was forward. Everything was so that you would be facing forward in this area. The other is, we'll take a look at a few of the pieces of armor. He says, hey, at your chest, we got to protect the vital organs. It's not our righteousness that we are using. It's the righteousness of Jesus. We're calling and saying, okay, the blood of Jesus, the blood of the cross is our righteousness. And that's one of our weapons. That's also a part of why we use communion as a spiritual weapon. He says, righteousness like armor for your chest. Protect those vital organs. The other one we'll look at is that we have a belt around our waist, and that belt is truth. We have to know our Bibles. We have to know the truth that God has for us. Here's the principles we take of this away. For this reason, because we're in a spiritual war, we need to be able to resist, and we need to be able to stand. That's what God calls us to. How do we do it? Truth, knowing the Bible. The gospel of peace, get out if you got to get out. Make peace if you got to make peace. And it's not our righteousness, it's God's righteousness. God has a call in your life, and Satan wants to disrupt it. So we need to be prepared. Jesus, help me to fulfill my call. Help me to know your will for my life, and help me to submit and to obey.